2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee Review. The 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee possesses an excellent mix of luxury, comfort and off-road capability. Whatever you desire in an SUV, the 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee likely offers it. Depending on how you equip it, it may be well-rounded and luxurious, an off-road specialist or perhaps a hot rod SUV. It's a favourite inside the mid-size SUV class. Since it's actually a Jeep, you would expect how the Grand Cherokee will give you class-leading off-road abilities, also it delivers. With special four-wheel drive systems, available skid plates and multiple drive modes for varying surfaces, it is going much further off-road compared to average SUV. But what you might not expect will be the Grand Cherokee's performance side. On top from the decently powerful standard V6 engine, the Grand Cherokee offers 3 V8 engine options, including a 475 horsepower V8 underneath the hood from the SRT model plus the truly bonkers 707 horsepower Trackhawk model. Stack up every one of the unique features, add these to the Grand Cherokee's inherent utility and you've an SUV with something for simply everyone. What's new? Want power? Jeep has arrived to help you out by stuffing a 707 horsepower supercharged V8 into the nose with the new Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. It's more performance-focused versus the existing 475 horsepower SRT. Finally, the 7-inch touchscreen is actually standard, the 8.4-inch screen remains optional. Fears no bad Grand Cherokee from the lineup, and picking an example may be largely about obtaining the capabilities you wish or need. But if we to choose only one, we'd select the Trailhawk trim level. With special features, for example off-road skid plates and low-range gearing, it's prepared for any trail you should tackle. It's still great for your daily commute, too, and will be fitted with just about all of Jeep's luxury-oriented features. Trim levels and features. The 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee is often a 5-passenger mid-size SUV that is available in 7 trim levels: Laredo, Limited, Trailhawk, Overland, Summit, SRT and Trackhawk. Most Grand Cherokees are offered with rear-wheel drive 2WD or four-wheel drive 4WD, however the Trailhawk is 4WD only, along with the SRT, and Trackhawk gets specialized all-wheel drive systems. All Grand Cherokees are reasonably well equipped, but certain upgrades are given only on higher trims, such as a 8.4-inch touchscreen along with the optional V8 engines. Standard feature highlights for the base Laredo such as a 3.6-litre V6 engine, 295 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque, an 8-speed automatic transmission, 17-inch wheels, heated mirrors, a rear-view camera, rear parking sensors, keyless ignition and entry, dual-zone automatic climate control, Bluetooth, a 7-inch touch screen, and also a 6-speaker speakers with satellite radio and a couple of USB ports. If you are looking for a few more creature comforts, or if you just need to heated seats for cold winter commutes, then look into the Limited trim level. On Limited and above, you can choose the standard V6, or you are able to opt for your optional 5.7-litre V8 360 horsepower, 390 lb-ft. The Grand Cherokee's turbocharged 3.0-litre diesel-powered V6 240 horsepower, 420 lb-ft of torque you may also have optional for 2018, though its availability is delayed and questionable during the time of this review's publication. Regardless, these engines come standard by having an 8-speed automatic transmission. The off-road-oriented Trailhawk trim level is our choice for your Grand Cherokee. Without a doubt, it's one of the most capable off-road SUVs in their class. On top in the Limited trim, it adds unique exterior styling flourishes, different 18-inch wheels with off-road tires, 4-wheel drive with low-range gearing quadra drive 2, a variable air suspension quadra lift with a lot more suspension travel along with other Trailhawk-specific tuning, hill ascent and descent control, an electric limit slip rear differential, underbody skid plates, trim-specific interior styling, along with an upgraded instrument cluster display with exclusive off-road features. The Trailhawk also adds power-folding mirrors, ventilated front seats, an 8.4-inch touchscreen interface, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration, a navigation system along with a 9-speaker head unit. Next inside Grand Cherokee lineup would be the Overland. It has some more luxury options and shares the Trailhawk's latter 4 standard features together with a mainstream version of the Campaigner's air suspension. It's also preloaded with 20-inch wheels, automatic wipers, xenon headlights with auto high beam control, LED daytime running lights and fog lights, a dual-pan panoramic sunroof, a navigation system, a power-adjustable tire and extended leather upholstery. If you wish most with the creature comforts that this Grand Cherokee provides, definitely evaluate the Summit trim. It includes the Overland's standard equipment, plus polished 20-inch wheels, headlight washers, front parking sensors, a self-parking system both parallel and perpendicular, additional noise-reducing window glass, active noise-cancelling technology, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring with rear cross-traffic alert, a forward collision mitigation system with automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning, upgraded leather upholstery with diamond quilted accents, as well as a 19-speaker Harman Kardon sound system. A full leather interior with more coverage can be an extra cost option. Most with the Summit's safety tools are also available about the Overland trim level using the high altitude package. A bit out in the standard structure will be the high horsepower SRT trim level. It is broadly equipped much like the Summit trim level with many distinctions. Unique standard equipment features a 6.4-litre V8 475 horsepower, 470 lb-ft, a specialized all-wheel drive system tuned more for high-performance driving than off-road use, 20-inch wheels with performance tires, an adaptive sport-tuned suspension, sport-tuned steering and brakes, a hobby body kit, a limit-slip rear differential and selectable performance modes. Options for that SRT will include a dual-pan panoramic sunroof, 2 different 20-inch wheel styles carbon black or lightweight, upgraded brakes, extended and upgraded leather upholstery, the 19-speaker head unit, plus a towing package. Even further about the high-performance rabbit hole, you have the Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. The Trackhawk gets most in the SRT's standard equipment along with the supercharged 6.2-litre V8 707 horsepower, 645 lb-ft, an alternative 8-speed transmission, an alternative adaptive suspension and Brembo brakes, more aggressive-looking bodywork, and lightweight 20-inch wheels with high-performance tires. There are also some unique home design cues and upgraded upholstery to put the Trackhawk independent of the group. Many from the higher trim's standard features can be found on lesser models as options. The dual-screen rear entertainment system with Blu-ray capability is usually optional to the Limited, Trailhawk, Overland, Summit and SRT. Quite a few aesthetic upgrades can be obtained as well, according to trim level. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically can be purchased in multiple versions, although trim levels share many aspects. The S in this particular review depend on our full test in the 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit Turbo 3.0 litres V6 diesel, 8-speed automatic, 4WD. Note, since this test was conducted, the existing Grand Cherokee has brought some revisions, including a new gear shift lever, digging in electric assist power steering as well as a weight reduction from some aluminium suspension components. Also, The diesel engine will not be currently available within the Grand Cherokee lineup, however it could return later in 2018. As a result, we have not scored certain categories, but other findings remain applicable to the year's Grand Cherokee. TCH out. Although we expected good items from the air suspension, it suffers from the city, struggling to digest smaller bumps. Seat comfort. The front seats are wide and overstuffed with padding, yet these are surprisingly firm. Adjustable lumbar and cooling and heating up front are complemented by well-padded armrests. The rear reclining seatbacks have easy access levers. The rear middle seat is livable yet not wide enough for adults. Ride comfort. Oddly, the optional air suspension struggles to absorb smaller pavement ripples, allowing significant vibration into your cabin. It's not at all the best urban vehicle. Big bumps, about the other hand, are absorbed with no trouble. Noise and vibration. Engine noise would depend on which powertrain you select, but dual-pan front glass means nearly zero wind noise about the highway. Climate control. The large primary buttons and knobs to the climate control system are super easy to operate, as well as the system cools and warms the cabin well. But some secondary controls located inside the infotainment screen undoubtedly are a bit harder to find, which enable it to be frustrating even for owners accustomed to the system. Interior. Jeep's most current improvements certainly result in the Grand Cherokee's cabin a pleasant place to be. The Uconnect infotainment system, materials and controls are near the top from the class, although the touchscreen forces lots of steps for several functions. Ease of usage. The centerpiece is definitely an excellent chunky leader paired with solid, substantial controls. Large, grippy knobs for stereo volume tuning fin speed are nice, however, many climate control functions require 3 to 4 button pushes throughout the touchscreen. Getting in, jetting out. The widely opening front doors help entry. The steep in height is over average, even so the air suspension could be lowered when parked. The rear doors also open wide, nevertheless the opening is compromised with the intrusive rear wheel well and wide rocker panels. Roominess. Despite the high seating position, there's still generous headroom in the beginning and good elbow room, too. The center console leaves room to the driver's right knee. Excellent rear foot and knee room, plus lots of headroom. Visibility. The windshield's pillars are fairly long and thick, hampering opinion of curvy roads. Most other pillars are narrow, plus the tall side windows facilitate lane changes. Standard rear view camera and parking sensors are particularly handy in the tall SUV. Utility. The Jeep Grand Cherokee is really a capable tow rig and contains decent cargo space. But 3-row SUVs offer more interior space. Small item storage. The main front bin isn't huge and is included in a cheap-feeling door. Up front, the entrance pockets are so narrow for many hands. There are, however, good anti-tip cup holders. Cargo space. The Grand Cherokee's trunk is not the largest, and yes, it also has no very low load floor. But with all the optional air suspension you'll be able to lower the ride height whenever you park. The luggage area houses a full-size spare yet still offers 36.3 cubic feet of space while using rear seats up. Child safety seat accommodation. There are 2 groups of 2 latches, each about the outboard positions on the rear seat. Realistically, it is possible to put 2 child seats within the rear. Technology. Though the Uconnect system inside the Jeep Grand Cherokee is one of the most user-friendly around the market, our test vehicle had several difficulties with reliability during operation. Knobs often didn't respond to inputs, as well as the satellite radio reduced so many times we lost track. Audio and navigation. Audio and navigation controls are really user-friendly. Almost any novice can master the essential functions from the Uconnect system after a few uses. The optional 9-speaker stereo has good audio quality and dynamic range. Smartphone integration. Connecting via Bluetooth or USB is simple and quick with all the Grand Cherokee. Songs and podcasts are indexed with lightning speed. Driver aids. Optional systems like blind spot monitoring and forward collision mitigation are nice to possess. Unfortunately, they are oversensitive from the Grand Cherokee. Warnings sound with all the slightest encroachment on other cars, as well as when a car is 2 lanes away inside your blind spot.